Hey guys, what we're going to take a look at today is a crash course to learning management systems. Learning management systems is something that I've really tried to incorporate into my classes the last couple of years, especially since the use of technology has gotten greater in education in our classrooms. So what we're going to do is not going to take very long. It's going to be kind of a precursor to our actual PLC meeting. After you view this, you're going to go to my webpage and complete a little assignment. That's not going to take too long, but there's going to be some great incentives that will go along with this if you complete it. So let's get started. So what we have here is the actual kind of textbook definition of what a learning management system is. And you can see it's a piece of software that provides an online portal for classrooms, serving administrative functions for educators and allowing students to view assignments, grades, and learning materials. Now, I like this definition because it's simple, but learning management systems are so much more than that. And as you're going to see, as we kind of investigate some of these different types of systems in our PLC meetings, that you can see what you can do and how much easier it actually makes things for you as a teacher and as for your student. And at the bottom, I kind of have some icons of some learning management systems that you might have seen before or had experience before, whether it be teacher or student or when you're in college or something like that. When I typically have to implement something new into my class, or when I have to do something new, rather it just be an assignment in grad school or something like that, I usually like to see what do I get out of it, what's the positives, how does it benefit me. So what you can see here is what can LMS software do for teachers. First, it allows you to upload entire classes. You can post homework, discussion boards between students, assessments, and any type of assignment, whether it be a web quest or something like that, where the student can actually access it anytime at home or at school. Okay, it also allows the students to submit these assignments. And in the case of doing assessments, it actually auto grades them, which you can see I have as bullet number 3, which is amazing. Okay, anytime you can get a test graded and you don't have to spend your time doing it at night or on the weekends or something like that, hey, who doesn't love that? Okay, it also eases that stress of grading and keeping track of assignments. So most of these LMS software systems allow you to store assessments and assignments on a cloud service. Okay, so you can keep these kind of organized, and most of the time you can just save these files if you have a jump drive or something like that and save it to it, instead of having to cart around all these papers and essays and assignments that we've had to do for so long. Okay, and it also decreases wasted paper. As a science teacher and environmentalist, this is something that's extremely important to me, actually conserving our resources. So the big question is, why do I, Coach Hill, use LMS systems? First and foremost, over the last couple of years, I've seen a trend with my students that I don't know why, maybe it be technology or kind of like the ease of access, but I've had a lot more students actually turn in assignments and turn them in on time, most importantly, whenever I have them turn them in on my LMS system. And you're going to see tomorrow which LMS systems I actually use. I used to be a big fan of Edmodo, and through some research and some different things, I've kind of been switching to Schoology. But either way, it's a great thing, and I've had students turn in assignments on time, which is absolutely awesome. Okay. Also, I can make my assignments easily available to students who miss class. For whatever reason, we all experience. We have kids that typically might miss class 1-2 times a week, or if something happens in their family or something like that, they have to miss for an extended amount of time. So you can actually put all your assignments on there, so there's no questions, that they can access them whenever they need to. Okay, auto-graded tests, which we already talked about. Again, awesome. And you can actually formulate some reports with your grades through the LMS systems. They're also, most of them offer a smartphone app that allows you to access it on your smartphone, which again is awesome. And whenever these assignments are actually due, you can send notices and things like that to the students to actually remind them. These days, extremely important to remind our students all the time to do their assignments. Unlike when we were in school, we had to write it in your agenda. But nowadays, they have the phone. Hey, why don't we use it? Help them be successful. All right. Last two things, easy. Okay, extremely easy to use. I have had absolutely no problems implementing these things into my classroom and having my students use them. Zero problems at all. Okay, biggest problems is student usernames and passwords, but you know how that is. We all experience that no matter what we use. And lastly, free. Okay, I use the free LMS systems. I don't pay for it. Uh, you can look at some of them tomorrow during PLCs where you can actually see that you have to pay for their service, but they have a lot of them out there that you don't have to. And hey, who doesn't love free? Lastly, guys, we do have PLCs tomorrow, so please be prepared with everything you need to have. Please go onto the webpage account and follow the instructions I sent you in your email to complete the actual assignment and be prepared for tomorrow. Things will go so much better and smoothly if everybody has their stuff done, so we can just pick up where we need to and get finished on time. All right, guys, so I appreciate everything you've done, your cooperation through this whole process, so thank you. Have a good night.